Steph Utterback. I am the owner of Epicbnb here in Nashville, and what Epicbnb is I like to say it's a hospitality company, but we specialize in managing short-term rental properties, so like Airbnbs, VRBO, and so what that entails is we have clients who come to us with a property that they want to make money with, and we guide them from even before we start the whole design process with design partners, making sure that it's set up for success, and then we manage their guests and we provide hospitality, and the whole goal is for our clients to be happy and get a paycheck from us. So some early successes. I would have to say that there weren't very many early successes. I failed my way to somewhat of success. I would have to say that, I started in 2015. I essentially started by myself with my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, and we did everything. We cleaned the toilets. We did everything ourselves. We did the accounting. I think, getting in there in the workforce and just going like that, that's how you really learn. That's how you really become good at whatever the field is. Unless you're a doctor and a lawyer, you need to go to school for those things, of course. Yeah, so growth in this industry, in the short-term rental world is, it's a little bit of the wild, wild west. It's gotten more, obviously now everybody knows what Airbnb is. But when I started in around 2015, there weren't even Airbnb gift cards at the grocery store. There were a lot of people who didn't know what it was. Growth is just like any business, you can grow it in a lot of ways, and you can just look at the dollar and look at the units and be like, this many units equals about this much, and I can be a millionaire by that. You can quantify all you want, but really growth for Epicbnb is the right client. I've had plenty of people ask me who are developers are saying, hey, I have this 60-unit building and we'd love for you to be the preferred short-term rental manager, because it's easier for them to have one person to manage everything. And I can't commit to that because there's some clients who I'm not a good fit for. I mean, I can get along with anybody, I really can. Like, I can make you happy, make you smile, make sure like you feel good. But at the end of the day, like if you as an owner don't care about like your guests' happiness, then I can't be successful for you. So I think some skills that you need to hone in on as an entrepreneur, or if you want to be an entrepreneur, is discipline, organization, doing what you say you're gonna do, prioritize your time, schedule out, especially if you're just starting, baby steps one at a time. Okay, I need to create a website. Okay, put it in your calendar. On Wednesday, I'm gonna spend 4 hours, right? And if you don't get it all done on Wednesday, schedule the next 2-hour block, and really, really sticking to that. And I think just protecting your time, which a lot of people, especially nowadays, we're connected to everything. We say yes to everything, and we stop everything we're doing because a text comes in. Is like, no. Like, protect your time that you blocked off. Do that one thing, and I promise you, like, you'll actually make progress. So that's my biggest recommendation. The best piece of advice I received while managing my business actually came from a client of mine and also a really dear friend whose property we manage. And he said, inspect what you expect. So if I have an expectation of anybody, if I have an expectation of this team member to do this, I gotta inspect it. I gotta follow up and make sure that the work got done, right? And so like, as you're growing as an entrepreneur, there's so many moving parts, especially if you're by yourself. That's one thing. You gotta make sure like you have discipline and that you're actually doing what you say you're gonna do. But when you start hiring out, when you get bigger, which eventually you probably need to if you want to grow your business, you're one person, you can't do everything. So I think really like listening to your team and having them come with their ideas is going to make your business strong, because you're relying on other people's amazing brains to build something. Some advice that I have for younger entrepreneurs or even older that like just want to start something. I think the biggest fear that I keep hearing is like, well, I have my health insurance. I have my, you have your securities of an employer. There's so many resources out there. They're just not made, like, you do have to find out, right? You got to do some research, but there's so many. I have kids, right? Like, I have my own health insurance. There's like, if I can do it, you can do it. My husband's a self-employed musician, right? Like, there's so many resources out there that are going to help entrepreneurs not starve, have the health insurance, have the dental insurance. And so I think just you got to like know that there's, the world will not operate without entrepreneurs. And it's like, if you don't do it, somebody else is going to do it.